Good morning, friends. The Internal Revenue Service has just announced that there are billions of dollars in stimulus money that has not yet been claimed. The IRS and Congress is now urging that American people take immediate action and claim any extra stimulus checks. Friends, this is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. Please make sure to watch until the end of this video to learn if you are eligible for a new check. Also, friends, do me a favor and share this video on social media and with your friends if they need more honest stimulus news. If you would like to know who the winners are of this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway, please stay tuned until the end of this video.
But the most important thing my plan will do right away is save your family money. And here's what I mean. Under my plan, which is before the Congress now, we can take advantage of the next generation of electric vehicles that a typical driver will save about $80 a month from not having to pay gas at the pump. If your home is powered by safer, cheaper, cleaner electricity like solar or heat pumps, you can save about $500 a month on average. Don't take my word for it. The CEOs of 11 of America's largest utility companies came to see me at the White House several weeks ago. They told me if we pass my plans before the Congress now, typical families will see savings show up in their utility bills immediately. And costs will come down even more as we innovate and develop cutting-edge energy storage technologies, clean hydrogen technologies, advanced nuclear technology, carbon capture and sequestration technologies. And by the way, this week's the benefit I included in the bipartisan infrastructure law to help families weatherize their homes are being delivered. My administration is making $3.2 billion available from this legislation to provide up to $6,500 direct payment for working class families to be able to weatherize their homes, to save them money, to keep them warm in the winter and cool in the summer. It's a direct grant. This program has been around for a while, and in the past, it's delivered to families, average families, another $327 in savings when they weatherize. But now, we have the ability to reach 10 times as many families because of the legislation that we already passed in the legislation. In addition to that, we're also setting new standards to boost fuel economies for new vehicles sold in America. Within 5 years, we're going to travel 10 miles more on every single gallon we have, because the average fuel economy of 49 miles of the gallon is going to...
The Internal Revenue Service said it has unclaimed tax refunds of almost $1.5 billion, and the tax agency is urging people to act before April 18th to claim any money that is due to them. The unclaimed refund stems from about 1.5 million taxpayers who did not file a tax return in 2018. Because there's a 3-year period to claim the funds, the window for receiving the money will close for most taxpayers on April 18th, which is this year's tax deadline for federal taxes. Individuals in the state of Maine and Massachusetts have until April 19th to claim their refunds. The Internal Revenue Service said that the median value of the unclaimed tax refunds is $813, which means half of the unclaimed refunds will be below $813 and half will be higher than that. While the majority of Americans file annual tax returns, there are some individuals who are not required to do so. These are typically low-income households, and for instance, those who earn less than the standard deduction generally do not have to file a return. For the 2021 tax year, the standard deduction is $12,550 for single filers and $25,100 for married couples. According to an estimate Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, there are an estimated 12 million Americans who do not file annual tax returns. The IRS has sought to reach out to those non-filers in the past 2 years, since many of the federal government's stimulus efforts, from stimulus checks to advanced child tax credit payments, were based on the taxpayer's annual return. If the money is not claimed by April 18th, the refunds will become the property of the U.S. Treasury Department. First, the refunds are tied to individuals who did not file a return in 2018, which means that taxpayers who already filed for the 2018 tax year are not eligible for the unclaimed refunds. The first thing to know about claiming a refund is that you will have to file a tax return for 2018. In a statement, IRS Commissioner Chuck Redding said, "We want to help people get these refunds, but they need to file a 2018 tax return before this critical deadline. You will have to file a paper return with the IRS Center that's listed on the final page of the current Form 1040. This is organized by state. So for instance, taxpayers in Alabama, Georgia, and several other southern states should send their returns to an IRS office in Kansas City, Missouri. Only tax forms for 2019 and later can be e-filed. That paper requirement could pose a downside, given that the IRS has warned that filing on paper can lead to delays in processing. Because these returns must be opened by hand, it is more time-consuming for the agency to dispatch paper returns. This year, the IRS is urging taxpayers to file their 2021 returns electronically to ensure swift processing. Lastly, the IRS is cautioning that people who have unclaimed refunds from 2018 may have their checks held if they have not yet filed their returns for 2019 and 2020. And on top of that, the refund will be applied to any amount that the taxpayer still owes, or to a state agency or the IRS. And it could also be used to offset overdue child support payments or past due federal debts, including student loans. Low and moderate income families may be eligible for larger refunds if they file and qualify for the Earned Income Tax Credit. That credit in 2018 was worth as much as $6,431. This tax credit, also known as a EITC, is based on the number of children a family has, as well as your filing status. For instance, a married couple who files jointly with 3 or more children can qualify for the EITC if they earn less than about $54,800. However, that income threshold drops to about $49,100 for single taxpayers with 3 or more children. Well, my good friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you very, very much for everyone who's watching. I greatly appreciate all of you. The 3 winners of this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway are Jennifer Robinson, Patricia Bonaire, and Lula Gonelli. Congratulations to 3 of you. Please note that if I have announced you as a winner, do check your notifications page to claim the gift card. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a wonderful and blessed Saturday.